Okay, so we've taken this first evaporator off of here, and as you can see, it'll clear up a lot of room once we get it out of here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove all of this here, and the same thing on that side. And from looking at this thing, it should release this other one over here. Now I haven't looked on the other side to see if something is there. I don't know, but I might this got 4 nuts here, or 4 bolts, one there, one there, one there, and one further back, and it should release this, and maybe that'll make it easier on the other one. I don't know, but either way, I'm gonna take all of this off of here, and on the other side, in those 4 bolts, if I can't get them to turn, I'll just cut them and see about taking this other thing out. And then in front of this thing here, I'll say that this is your air conditioning side, and this is your heater side on this side, because it's got the water connected, and here it's got all the stuff for your Freon and stuff. So yeah, we'll release those screws there and those bolts there, and we'll see what happens. We'll show you after a while. Okay, so this thing is out. This is the air conditioned side, and the other was the heater side. Well, let me see if I can get around here. Oh yeah. So as you can see, there's a pretty big compartment here that's empty now. So we need to work on taking this tray off of here. That was an evaporation tray, so all the water that came down would come through here. And there's a hole there in that corner, and there's a hole in that corner over there. So need to get all this thing out of there, remove that wood, and on the other side of that are the batteries, and on this side over here is the gas tank, the fuel tank. So need to clean up this thing in here, and these pipes that are hanging here need to follow on up to the center tunnel there. So yeah, now my thinking, I don't know if it'll work, but my thinking right now is that I can put one outside unit here, another one here, and the other one back here. Now I have to measure and see what size they are and how we would do it and all that stuff, but I think we can accommodate 3 mini split outside units here. And this is open here, and it would be a matter of opening there on the floor so that the hot air from those units would go down. And then here it would be a matter of putting something like this, but thicker, so it would support the weight, and then we put them on put the units on vibration isolation pads. And yeah, so now it's a matter of removing all these cables to the upper section, chasing them to the front, to the back, wherever they go, and remove that tray, clean up all that stuff, and fix the floor, any problems and what have you. But yeah, here is this unit here. We took out the other one. The one for the heater was a lot smaller, but this thing here is double the thickness of the other one, and of course it's twice as heavy. So yeah, well, we'll just continue to work on this thing and see what happens. Oh, and by the way, I got a call from the place that did the
brake and clutch.
Yeah, the brake and clutch is it's
Radiator.
Brake and clutch San Antonio. The fan clutch. Yeah, they called me. They said they're ready to be picked up. So we dropped them off yesterday, and and they are ready now. Now they still have to. When I pick those up tomorrow, they're open till 12. So I'll pick them up tomorrow. I'll drop off the old fan blades so they can match them and try to locate some. Yeah. So the little adventure that I'm trying to do here with this thing is it's not going to be cheap, but I feel a lot better about the whole thing, and you know, our chances of breaking down due to cooling problems are a lot less. So anyway, the radiator is at the shop, and they haven't called. I don't know what's going on with them, but the fan clutch here, it was almost $1,300 to rebuild them, which is actually a lot better than $1,600 each. So it would have been $3,200 plus tax and delivery and all that stuff. So yeah, so $1,200 and change is a lot better than $3,200 and change. Yeah, almost 4,000. Yeah. Now, the clamps will not be delivered by UPS, FedEx, the post office, nothing like this. I'm putting new clamps like this because these are old and rusted and what have you. This clamp here is almost $22. Almost $22 each. And there are 8 that I have to replace. Well, I don't have to, but I want to because I don't want them loosening up and failing and stuff. Now, this clamp goes around the water hoses like here. Yeah, for on the cooling side. And there are 18 of those. And they're $13 each. Yeah, so for 4 of the 4-inch hoses, like those red ones right there, 4 of those, 8 of the big clamps, and 18 of the little clamps, almost $700. Wow, I almost fainted when he told me. So they're going to be delivered by the people that deliver money to all the banks and stuff. So they will be delivered here by armored car. Yeah, because holy smokes, you're basically paying, well, I'm basically paying $700 for clamps. Holy crap, hold on. But that's okay. I'd rather pay $700 than a towing bill because a hose broke. Yeah, and I keep saying I'd rather pay that than the towing bill because the towing bill is also, oof, yeah. Anyway, little by little we'll get it done. And we have to go to Home Depot and buy another wheelbarrow because the bearings wore out, wheeling all this money for things. Holy smokes. Alright guys, let's continue and I'll update you later. Okay, so there it is guys. As you can see, it was pretty weathered down. Yeah. And there it is. Yep. So I'm thinking that between this space and that space, we can get 3 units for the mini splits, and this way it will all be close to where they belong. It's going to be one in the front, one in the rear, and one in the middle, and this is about the middle. So I think that'd be a good thing there. And plus they come with 25 feet, so I think that will do it. Yeah. And as you can see, that thing is a little eaten up here, a little bit in the corner. We're going to remove that wood and replace it with a piece of aluminum because the battery compartment is on the other side. Yeah, and then here there used to be a door coming out that way, and depends on what we do in here and how much room is where is what we'll do with that door. Either we put it back in or not, or whatever. We're just gonna have to play it by ear as we're doing it. But what we will do is clean it all up in preparation to do whatever it is we're going to do. Now I still have to go up here and remove all this, and if I'm not mistaken, those lines going up are coming from the engine, and somehow or another, and probably it does that up above, maybe inside this little compartment here, I don't know, can't see in there, I have to go look in there. But either way, if you see here, if you look right there, there's some little screws. So I'm sure if we pull that panel out of there, we could get to the rest of the piping that goes up there, and there's some kind of mumbo jumbo in there directing this water to the front and what have you. So yeah, we'll look at it and do as we do when we do it. Then of course, while we're here, we're gonna have to replace this here. As you can see, it's pretty eaten up, just like the other side was. Yeah, but it's no big deal. We'll fix it, and move on. Yeah. And then there's missing rivets and what have you. Thanks for watching.
ขอบคุณเจ้า
See you next time.
แล้วปะกันแฮมไมนะเจ้า
See you.
บ๊ายบาย